What is Malaysia all about? Malaysia is a country in Southeast Asia. The federal constitutional monarchy consists of 13 states and 3 federal territories, separated by the South China Sea in 2 similarly sized regions, Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia o Malaysian Borneo. Peninsular Malaysia shares a land and maritime border with Thailand and maritime borders with Singapore, Vietnam, and Indonesia. East Malaysia shares land and maritime borders with Brunei and Indonesia, and a maritime border with the Philippines and Vietnam. Kuala Lumpur is the national capital and largest city, while Putrajaya is the seat of the federal government. With a population of over 30 million, Malaysia is the world's 44th most populous country. The southernmost point, continental Eurasia, Tanjung Pai, is in Malaysia. Police Agency, Police Diraja Malaysia or PDRM, often known as the Royal Malaysia Police or abbreviated RMP, is the name of Malaysia's federal police force, which is mostly composed of uniformed officers. The organization of the force is centralized. Its main office in Kuala Lumpur's Bukit Aman. Tan Sri Dato Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun, the Inspector General of Police, as of September 2017, is in charge of the police force. Department. Number 1. Management Department, tasked with the routine management of and administration affairs of RMP. This is also the nerve center of the RPM and acts as the support services platform for the rest of the police force. Logistics Department provides equipment needed in the RPM. Number 3. Criminal Investigation Division deals with the investigation, arrest, and prosecution of hard crimes and petty crimes. This division also deals with gambling, vice, and secret societies. Number 4. Narcotics Criminal Investigation tasked to fight against dangerous drugs by enforcing the law to stop and reduce the demand and supply of dangerous drugs. Number 5. Internal Security and Public Order Department tasked with the maintenance of public security and order, responsible for traffic control and search and rescue. Number 6. Commercial Crimes tasked to investigate, arrest, and prosecute offenders committing white-collar crime. Department ranks. Inspector General grade, the highest rank, followed by Inspector General of Police, Deputy Inspector General of Police, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police 1, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police 2, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Superintendent grade, Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Chief Inspector, Inspector, Probationary Inspector, Enlisted grade, Sub-Inspector, Sergeant, Major, Sergeant, Corporal, Lance, Corporal, Constable, the lowest rank. Type of law enforcement. The primary organization in charge of upholding law and order in Malaysia is the Royal Malaysia Police. The force is a centralized institution, tasked with everything from intelligence gathering to traffic management. Its main office is in Kuala Lumpur's Bukit Aman. Estimated strength. For 2023, Malaysia is ranked 41 of 145 out of the countries considered for the annual GF review. The nation holds a power index score of 0.6189. This entry last reviewed on January 9, 2023. History. Since the time of the Malacca Sultanate, Malaysia has had a police force by establishing the Temenggung and Hulubalang, or royal soldiers. In the 15th century, Malacca's canonical law established what was effectively a police force in Malaysia. The Temenggung served as the Inspector General of Police or Police Chief, but the Bendahara or Prime Minister had final say and the ability to impose punishments while the Sultan of Malacca was away. He was tasked with making arrests, constructing jails, and carrying out sentences. Excluding the Temenggung, the responsibility of maintaining order in their own communities fell to a number of penghulu, or village heads. Their primary responsibilities were maintaining village security, enforcing the law, and collecting taxes. When a Portuguese fleet under the command of Afonso de Albuquerque claimed Malacca for the Portuguese crown on August 10, 1511, these Malacca policing systems came to an end. The Portuguese army then handled much of the police work. In the 16th century, the Portuguese authority established the Capitan administration, and Malaysia developed into a multicultural nation. Nevertheless, on January 14, 1641, when the Portuguese were at war with the Sultanate of Aceh, the Dutch Empire overran Malacca with the aid of soldiers from the state of Johor. The Dutch continued to use the Capitan system, but as the number of Europeans in Malaysia increased, changes had to be made. The Burgher Guard was created as a police force. Although the Dutch held command over the Burgher Guard, the locals served as their subordinates. Under Dutch administration, village chiefs still carried out the roles of police officers, just as they had done before the Portuguese arrived. A modern police force was established in Malaysia on March 25, 1807, following the incorporation of Malacca into the British Empire in 1795 and the granting of the Charter of Justice in Penang. The majority of the officers were British nationals. Later, the Federated Malay States and other Malay states, including the Strait Settlements, developed this organization. At that point, each state had its own separate police force organized. The Civil Affairs Police Force, a central police agency, was established only after World War II. A British colonist was the organization's leader when it was established in Malaysia. Longworthy, who had to restore order to the police force following the chaos caused by the Japanese occupation. The Communist Party uprising was one of the police's immediate concerns at this period. The police force and military forces battled against the entry of Indonesian soldiers into the states of Johor and Sabah during the 1963 to 1965 conflict between Malaysia and Indonesia. On July 24, 1958, nearly a year after Malaysia gained its independence, Tuanku Abdul Rahman Ibni Almarhum Tuanku Muhammad, the country's monarch, gave the Malayan Federation Police Force the title Royal. The Royal Malaysian Police was established in 1963 through the merger of the Sarawak Constabulary, the North Borneo Armed Constabulary, and the Royal Federation of Malayan Police. The Police Act of 1967 specifies and regulates the composition, management, hiring, funding, discipline, tasks, and authority of the police force. A support group of extra police constables, police volunteer reserves, auxiliary police, police cadets, and a civilian service element aids the regular RMP in discharging its duties. This is the organizational structure. Recruitment. Number 1. lowest entry level, or police constable. Malaysian citizen, Malaysian Certificate of Education, equivalent to high school status in US. Good physical condition. Number 2. Probationary inspectors. Diploma or high school education certificate, Malaysian citizen, good physical condition. Number 3. Highest entry level or assistant superintendent, bachelor's degree, Malaysian citizens, good physical condition. Age requirement 21 to 50 years old. And height requirement, male candidates must weigh at least 50 kilograms and be at least 162 centimeter tall, while female must weigh at least 45 kilograms and be 152 centimeter tall. Firearms. The first picture is the 9mm HK USP compact used by the RMP personnel. And the second picture is the 4 Special Action Unit operates on standby. They are armed with MP5A5 equipped with aim-point camp empty sight and insight technology flashlight. These are the vehicles that our Royal Malaysian Police was used in the land, water, and air. This is the uniform that Royal Malaysian Police was used. Insignia. The blue backdrop of the Royal Malaysia Police flag and insignia represent the people of Malaysia. The silver or white PDRM insignia is located in the center of the flag. The Kris and Ilang or Klewang Makete intersect to form the police insignia. Beneath the PDRM emblem, there is a scroll displaying the name Police Diraha Malaysia and a tiger head surrounded by a garland of paddy flowers. The word Allah are written in Arabic on the right, and Muhammad is written in Arabic on the left in the crown. Best practice. On August 9, 2005, the Community Engagement Initiative Rakan Cop was introduced. The RMP maintains continuous close ties with law enforcement agencies across the globe, including those from the 6 neighboring countries that Malaysia shares a border with: Singapore Police Force, Royal Thai Police, Indonesian National Police, Philippine National Police, Royal Brunei Police Force, and Vietnam People's Public Security. The other details: Volunteer Police, Police Volunteer Reserve, Normal Citizens, Police Undergrad Volunteer Corps, Automatic to Inspector after 3 years training. Rela Corps is a paramilitary civil volunteer corps formed by the Malaysian government. Their main duty is to check the traveling documents and immigration permits of foreigners in Malaysian cities, including tourists, visitors, and migrants, to reduce the increasing rate of illegal immigrants in Malaysia. That's all. Thank you.